Hey guys, back with another tips and tricks for building. So I saw a post on Reddit which gave me some ideas, and then I also have been doing this in a couple of my matches, but wanted to add it onto this video. So I'm just gonna start off with what I like to call like a sniper tower, sort of. So what I usually do is I'll build two Hesco walls right next to each other. And one thing to remember is supports can build this even higher. I'm just showing this as an assault because unfortunately I switched squads and it swapped my class. So anyway, you can build this too high as a support class, and then on top of these you can actually put a concrete barrier and then a sandbag with the murder holes. So imagine this same structure but one block higher, and you can now shoot out of this at incoming enemies, and you'll have an insane advantage when it comes to the high ground. There's also areas where this would let you shoot into areas that you normally wouldn't be able to. So for example, like if you're on Whack-A-Stand, and you want to shoot into C, but you're on the bridge, if you build this structure on the bridge too high, you can actually shoot from like the back end of the bridge into the point because you're so high up, you have such a vantage point from there. Now I will say the one downside of this is you will attract an egregious amount of RPG fire. People are going to see you shooting out of this, they're going to see you very high up, they're probably going to shoot you. I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to happen. But every time I do this, I usually get like, depending on the range I build it at, I'll probably get like 5 to 10 kills before anyone even spots me. And even then, it usually takes a while before someone actually decides to, shoot a rocket my way, or a sniper decides to snipe me, etc., etc. I will say though, this is very, very costly when it comes to squad points. If you're playing as a support, this is 80 points for the two Hesco walls, and then it's another 10 points because you got to build this. You got to build a sandbag just to climb up on top of it, and then another 20 points to build this structure on the top of it. So it's quite expensive when it comes to building and squad points, but very effective. And there's plenty of areas in the game where having a height advantage is huge for shooting into a point, or defending a point, or defending a certain area, etc., etc. Okay, the second build that I saw from the Reddit post that I was talking about is they would put two sandbags down, and they would then build a concrete barrier, which is nice, but I prefer building two sandbags because from my testing, two sandbags is more RPG resistant, or sorry, three sandbags is more RPG resistant than a concrete barrier. So if you build a structure like this, for example, you can sit here prone and shoot people in the toes, or you can build the sandbag up higher if you want to have a better view. But you can shoot people in the toes from down here. And I've tested this. This setup takes 4 RPGs to destroy this sandbag. So it's quite resistant to RPGs. It's pretty resistant to frag grenades because the frag grenade would have to either roll into this hole or hit you in the feet. I don't know if an RPG to the front of this sandbag would kill you behind it. It probably would. So even though the structure will survive, you probably won't. But at least the medic who revives you will have plenty of cover to revive you. And then one final tip, if you're getting shot by small arms fire, you can put a concrete barrier in front. This will block the shots, so this will buy you time to bandage a bleed. It's also likely that whoever is shooting at you will stop shooting at you and try and find a new target. So you can sit there, wait maybe like 5 seconds, then deconstruct the barrier and then continue shooting. If you're getting shot at by a tank, for example, you can instead build a Hesco wall, and this Hesco wall will provide you plenty of cover from said tank. So you can either wait for the tank to move on, wait for the tank to be destroyed, or you can just back off and find a different angle to fire from. One neat little tip, if you keep the Hesco wall at its last tier, like this, if you keep the Hesco wall at the last tier like this, you can actually shoot over it. So there is a scenario where you build a Hesco wall here in preparation, and then you just start building it up when you need to. Alright, those are the two things I had for you guys. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, one more thing. I'll have the links for the Reddit post and the RPG testing I did in the comments. Bye-bye.